What's up guys, I'm Zamir from Ecstasy Tunes. In this video I'm gonna show you another 5 beat making tips in Cubase for beginners. If you haven't already watched my previous video, please go and check it out. It's another 5 beat making tips in Cubase. I think you should start with that video first and then you come back here and watch this video. Or you can just watch this video first and then go back to that video. Either way, just make sure that you watch both of this video because you're gonna get 10 beat making tips in Cubase for beginners. So let's go. Okay, the first tip is to use track version to create multiple melodic or rhythmic ideas for your production. So I have these beats right now and I'm gonna add a melodic or rhythmic ideas on top. So what I'll do, I usually record multiple ideas and then I'll select which one that I want. So I'm going to show you the exact method that I use to create multiple ideas for my production. Okay, now I'm going to record a melodic idea. Okay, click on the left zone, go to track version. When I click on new version, you can notice that the MIDI event that I recorded earlier is now disappeared, but it's not lost. Okay, so now we have empty space here. I can record another melodic ideas. Okay, I'm gonna come up with another idea. Let's see what I got. Alright, now I have two different melodic ideas. I can play the track and listen to both the versions simultaneously. I can decide later if I want to use the first or the second version, or I can use both. Okay, now let's say I want to improvise on the second idea. What I can do is I can click on duplicate version and I can edit the notes, or I can lengthen, or I can, change the notes the way I want. And I can just start experiment with the melodic ideas that I already recorded. Yeah, so this is a very useful function when you're trying to come up with multiple ideas and you don't have to go and create another track, MIDI track, and waste a lot of space and time. So that's the tip number 1. Tips number 2 is using sidechain in your production. Sidechaining in Cubase is so easy. Okay, let me show you, but before that let me create a drum sound. Okay, maybe I'm gonna add some kick here. It's gonna be a very simple basic pattern. Usually you can use sidechain for kick and pads, or kick and bass, or kick and 808. For this example I'm gonna use kick and 808. Okay, I'm gonna add the kick. Let me add a simple kick pattern here. Okay, now let me show you how you can use sidechain in Cubase for kick and 808. Now I'm gonna add 808, just a basic simple 808. Okay, now I'm gonna record this 808. It's a very simple pattern. Okay, now I'm going to sidechain kick and 808. So every time the kick hits, 808 will duck a little low so that it will not clash with each other. And to do that, I have to click on 808, go to audio insert and choose a compressor. Any compressor will do. I'm just gonna choose a very basic stock compressor. Okay, now you have to click on activate sidechain and click on this arrow button here. Now click on add input, and now we get these options to select. Since we want to sidechain, kick, and 808 together, so we have to select kick right now. Okay, now you go to the compressor, adjust the threshold, ratio, and attack to the level that you want. Okay, let's try to sidechain, kick, and pads. Okay, let's add some pads here. Okay, no, I don't want sampler. I want to add as an audio track. Let me just drag this here. Okay, now we're gonna sidechain the pads with the kick. So let's do the same process. Go to the audio insert, select compressor, activate sidechain, and set up. Okay, now let's add kick as the input. And I think I want to add the 808 as well. That means these pads will be sidechained with the kick and 808. So every time the kick hits and every time the 808 hits, it's going to affect the level of the pads. Okay, for the next tips, I'm going to show you how to use punch in and punch out to create multiple melodic ideas, or, just improvise and trying to come up with new melodic or rhythmic ideas for your track. Okay, punch in is a way to automatically record enable a selected track at a specific point in time, and punch out allows you to record disable at a selected time. This is very useful to use when you're recording or improvising multiple takes before you finalize the take. You can punch in that selected range without affecting the previous recording. And you can activate the punch in and punch out from the transport bar. Okay, let's say I like this 4 bars hop section right now, but I want to try add on or maybe improvise a little bit on the 3rd and the 4th bar. Okay, now I need to set punch in at the 3rd bar and punch out at the end of 4th bar. Okay, I can just drag the locator. Okay, now when I hit play, the track will play from the 1st to 2nd bar. But when it reaches the 3rd bar, the track will automatically enable the recording function, and it will start record until it reached the end of the 4th bar. Okay, now I'm gonna hit play again and start recording. Okay, see, I've just recorded a new section on the 3rd and 4th bar. 1st and 2nd bar is not affected at all. I'm gonna show you all how to steal a groove from an audio track and save as quantized preset. You may like a groove of some drum or percussion track and you want to use the same groove in your MIDI track. Now you can do that easily in Cubase. Let me show you. I'm gonna create a quantized preset with this drum beat, but let's listen to this beat first. It's a cool beat, right? Now double click to open sample editor. Click on hit points tab. And the first step is to create a hit point. So you have to use the transient of the beat to create the quantized preset. So click on edit hit points. Now we see all these different hit points to indicate the transient peaks of this drum beat. Adjust the threshold till you're able to get the transient of the groove. And please bear in mind that you need to adjust the hit point to the transient of the beat. But for this example, I'm just going to adjust the threshold to auto detect the transient because I'm just too lazy. Anyway, once you have done that, click on Create Groove. Cubase is now saved this quantized preset for us to use it whenever we want. Now when you go to quantized preset, you can find the groove we just created. If you want to remove the quantized preset, just go to the Edit button, select Quantize panel, and select the preset that you just created and click Remove Preset. Now it's removed from the quantized preset. Alright? Okay, the last tip for today is to use retrospective recording. Retrospective recording will help you not to lose your ideas. Sometimes we like to play some melodies on MIDI controller to generate ideas, but when we try to record that again, we won't get the same feel or even same melody. Sometimes I'll be playing a bunch of new melodies instead of the original ideas I wanted to record. So now retrospective recording will help you record the data of the MIDI controller in the background while you're playing. So let me show you. Now I'm gonna create a new track version for harp. I'm gonna hit play now and I'll play something on my MIDI controller trying to come up with some ideas. Now go to the inspector window, click on this arrow here and click on retrospective recording. Now you'll get two options, insert as linear recording or insert as cycle recording. So since I played two different ideas, I'm going to select insert as cycle recording. Let me unmute these MIDI events and hear both the first and second track. Now I can decide later on which of this melody I'll keep for this track, or I can use both if I want. I can use the second melody for the first two bars and first melodies for the last two bars. Now that's retrospective recording, my friend. Okay guys, this is my top 5 beat making tips in Cubase. Okay, so that's my 5 beat making tips in Cubase for beginners, and I hope you find value in this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, turn on notification, smash that like button and share this video to all your friends and families and neighbors and your girlfriends and your girlfriend's sister and girlfriend's friends, to everybody. Make sure you share this to everybody. Right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.